I get this thing out of the way? Oh geez, so much learning right now. I don't want to look at that thing. Okay, I guess that thing is gonna be there. That's okay. That's okay. Hi, I'm Frances Stone. Oh, it went away magically. Oh, that's amazing. Wonderful. I'm so grateful. I'm Frances Stone. I'm an addictions counselor. I am currently making a commitment to this learning improvement series, which is going to help me build confidence and learn as I go to post on YouTube. I have a very strong passion about posting on YouTube and sharing my recovery from addiction, all the different things that I've learned along the way. I want to be able to help people. I authentically want to be myself and do what I feel like is God's will for my life, which is to help people recover by sharing what I've learned about my recovery. So in that, I am posting on YouTube for the next 90 days, and I am really feeling flustered and very disorganized and kind of incompetent, to be honest. But this is usually what change looks like, and this is usually what learning looks like in the beginning of any sort of learning journey, which was true for learning how to get sober and stay sober, and is true for anything that I am trying to learn how to do in my life, is that I have to be able to experience this feeling of failure, for lack of a better description, this feeling that I want to give up. I don't want to do it. But then I think of the larger goal, and I know that I do want to do it. I know that I think about doing it all the time, and I know that I have a desire to do this and to share my recovery with people that might be struggling and might need to hear what I have to say. And of course, there's going to be people that don't want to hear what I have to say, and hopefully they will just tune out and leave me alone, and I'll leave them alone. But anyhow, with learning anything, I know that I have to focus on the process. And for me, focusing on the process is learning as I go and feeling frazzled, but realizing like, okay, I need a thumbnail for every video. Okay, I have to, it would be better to create a consistent time that I do a live every day if I'm going to do live, which the reason why I want to do a YouTube live is it keeps it simple for me. It keeps it authentic, and it makes me feel the same as I would feel sharing at a 12-step recovery meeting, which is why I'm choosing to stand today instead of sit. So yesterday's video, if you watch my first video, honestly, kind of embarrassing. Like I literally got off that video last night and I just felt like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to post this. This sucks. Like, feel like a failure. I was very disappointed in myself that I didn't plan, that I posted at the end of the day after I had had a long day in the sun, that my whole apartment was hot. I was sweating, like I was just so like, oh, like I do not want to post this publicly. But I know too, like if I'm not willing to do that, I'm not willing to grow. If I'm not willing to fail, I will not succeed. And I know that that's true in terms of learning how to maintain sobriety. And I know that that's true in learning how to do anything, because really at the end of the day, learning how to stay sober is just a skill. It's a skill that you learn because you have tools. You have tools that help you succeed at the skill. But what ends up happening is because sobriety and addiction and all these different things are connected with mindset and connected with shame and stigma. So we shame ourselves while we're learning. And that's what I was doing to myself last night. I was completely shaming myself you know, you should have planned better, you should have been able to do this, you should have been able to do that. And realistically, this next 90 days, this is going to be my learning. I am here to educate myself about what works and what doesn't work, and how I can best show up on this platform to be able to serve and help and enjoy the process. I want to enjoy myself. I want to enjoy creating videos that hopefully will help other people and will also give me a sense of purpose and fulfillment and hopefully one day happiness. That's a great little hope. So right now I am doing that. I'm focusing on what I can learn. I'm focusing on showing up for the next 90 days. So why 90 days? Well, if you have ever gone to a 12-step meeting, one of the messages that you'll hear is 90 meetings in 90 days. And I can go further into that, into why, in another video, which is really a great topic. And if you think of any topics that you would like me to talk about, please let me know and leave it in the comments. And yeah, so 90 meetings in 90 days, you know, builds a habit and builds the ability to be able to consistently get used to what you need to do in your life, what you need to organize in your life in order to show up. Because usually if you're, you know, coming in from, you know, alcoholism or drug addiction or, you know, whatever it is, smoking, food, work, whatever it is, life is kind of messy and you haven't made time for self-care and you haven't made time for doing something that you really need to do and want to do. And I have to organize my life to be able to do this. I have to make sure that I go to bed early so I can wake up early, so I can go to the gym, so that I can do all the different things that I need to do during the day that I'm responsible for doing. My work and nonprofit work and counseling work and different work. So if what I'm noticing is if I don't do what I need to do, I can't show up here without feeling frazzled. So that's one of the things that I'm learning. Another thing, and I mentioned this before, is that I feel more comfortable standing than I do sitting. I guess I'm used to speaking from a podium or speaking from a stage, so I feel more alert being able to stand. So I have to buy a little mic stand because this isn't ideal, but it's okay. I'm kind of working as I go. I have kind of like this little setup that's not very impressive, honestly, but here we are showing up. I have to focus on growth and the process and let go of shame and perfectionism. And I need to learn from my mistakes and not shame myself for them, but just know that this is all part of growing and learning and changing and trying to do something different and trying to learn how to do something different. And there will be criticism, there will be people that judge me, but there will also be people that support me. And there will be people that, you know, hopefully, I mean, fingers crossed, are a little bit inspired in their own lives to take chances and challenge themselves to do things that are scary for them, but that they really do want to do. Which for me, I had this desire to be sober, a non-smoker, sober, like a purpose-driven kind of person and somebody that I could be proud of and that I could respect. And honestly, I'm not perfect. I make huge mistakes and I'm still learning all the time. I am not a saint by any means. And yeah, I'm really imperfect. I'm really imperfect and I make a lot of mistakes and I learn from my mistakes. But that said, can't remember what my point was in that. Oh dear. Anyways, but I will, I don't know. I totally lost that train of thought, but I just want to keep showing up and I want to keep learning as I go. And so this 90-day vlog is going to be me learning and I'm going to focus on the fact that I'm proud of myself for showing up. I'm keeping my word to myself to show up here every day. I'm going to try my best to show up here every day at 10 a.m. I'm going to see how that goes. But I am more of a morning person. I'll have to organize my life to be able to do that. But that's what I need to do to succeed at my goals. And it's not my goal to be some kind of YouTube star or like anything like that. It's my goal to create something I can be proud of. That's my goal. I want to create something that I can be proud of, that is, for lack of a better word, maybe like a bit of a legacy. Because when my mother passed away, she used to take all these notes all the time and write things that she was learning about and stuff, and we're so similar in that way. And I asked her one time to tell her story, so I could record it, and she wouldn't let me. She thought it was silly and whatever. And what I wouldn't give for that. And I guess I want to create something that I can leave behind as maybe like a legacy or whatever from what I've learned. And I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about overcoming shame, overcoming judgment, overcoming trauma, all the labels of addict and mentally ill and all these things that people try to like put on us when we're new in recovery. And I just want to be the person that I needed. I needed like a big sister or a friend or a mentor or somebody that could, like, you know, give it to me straight kind of thing. Like, tell me directly, like, you know, hold me accountable, like tell me like, hey, like you're messing up here, but you know, like you can correct this and here's what you do. And that's the kind of person that I hope to be here. And I just hope to sort of let go of the outcome, the results of everything. And I just want to show up and do my best and keep learning and keep growing. And yeah, I think that's it. And I'll try to be here tomorrow, 10 a.m. So I hope you'll join me. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And now I'm going to figure out how to end the video. Okay, it's not that button. I think it's this one. Oops. Okay. Bye.